Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Today we'll talk about the French adjective complement. And if it's your first time learning French with Junior, please subscribe and press the notification button. Now, a complement is a word or a group of words that gives additional information about the subject and completes the meaning of the verb and the sentence. And who says adjective complement says transitive verb. Now, a transitive verb is the one that can admit an adjective complement. It could be direct or indirect, depending on its position compared with the verb. And an object here is a concrete thing. Something we can see and touch. An adjective complement or a complement can be a pronoun, a noun, a nominal group, etc. Now, the structure of a sentence is as follows: subject, verb, and complement. And if we are talking about the adjective complement, we'll then have subject, verb, and adjective complement. And we'll distinguish three adjective complements, right? The direct object, complément d'objet direct, the indirect object, complément d'objet indirect, and the complement of the second object, complément d'objet second. Now, DOP means direct object pronoun, and IOP means indirect object pronoun. As you know, a pronoun is not a noun or a nominal group, but a word that can replace a noun or a nominal group, right? And sometimes it is used to replace, to avoid repetition, right? So stop confusing a pronoun and a complement. Let's take an example. Junior mange la banane. Ça a l'air très sucré. J'en veux aussi. Junior eats banana. It looks too sweet. I want it too, or I want some too. Now, suppose that the sentence has three parts. Junior is the subject in the first part. We ask the question, qui est-ce qui, or who, for person, or qu'est-ce qui, what, for thing, before the verb, right? So we'll say, qui est-ce qui mange, who eats. The answer is Junior. So Junior is the subject in the first part. Now, la banane is the direct object in the first part. We ask the question, qui or who, quoi or what, after the verb this time, right? So we say, Junior mange quoi? What does Junior eat? The answer is la banane. So la banane is a direct object here in the first part. And we call it direct object because it is directly linked to the verb, right? Now, the second part is ça a l'air très sucré. It looks too sweet. Now, when we ask the question, qu'est-ce qui a l'air très sucré? What looks too sweet? The answer is ça, or it, which is a pronoun that replaces banana here, right? And the question asked shows us that ça or it is a subject in the second part, right? Now, the third part, it is j'en veux aussi. I want it too, or I want some too. Now, when we ask the question, qui est-ce qui veut, who wants, the answer is G apostrophe. So, G apostrophe here is the subject. It is the subject in the third part. But when it asked the question, je veux quoi? What do I want? The answer is un, or it, which is a pronoun that still replaces banana here in the third part, right? And it's is the direct object, right? It could be acceptable to call it direct object pronoun here, right? Now, do not use the auxiliary verb to do when you're looking for the subject, but rather when you're looking for the object, right? Now, let's talk about the indirect object, complément d'objet indirect. Now, contrary to the direct object, which is directly linked to the verb, the indirect object is separated to the verb by a preposition. For example, à, tu, de, of, pour, for, sans, without, avec, with, chez, to, etc. And to find it, we ask the question preposition plus qui or quoi. For example, je mange avec ma sœur. I eat with my sister. We ask the question, je mange avec qui? With whom do I eat? The answer is with my sister, avec ma sœur. So, avec ma sœur is the indirect object here. And sometimes the preposition is absent and it appears when we ask the question. For example, je lui donne mon sac. Sure, we have two objects here, one direct and another indirect. So the indirect one should be the complement of the second object, right? But we will talk about it in the last part. So when we ask the question, je donne mon sac à qui? To whom do I give my bag? The answer is to him, à lui. And here you notice that the preposition appears, à, right? But do not confuse the indirect object and the complement of the noun, because it answers to the same question, right? Preposition plus qui or quoi, but this time after a noun, and it completes a noun, not the verb, right? For example, une chaussure pour bébé, a shoe for babies. When we ask the question, une chaussure pour qui? A shoe for whom? The answer is for babies. Pour bébé. So, pour bébé is the complement of the noun. It completes the noun shoe, right? Now we end with the complement of the second object, what I was talking about just up there, and the double transitivity. Now, when the transitive verb has two objects, one direct and another indirect, then the second one will be called the indirect one will be called the second object, the complement of the second object, right? So the complement of the second object is an indirect object when the sentence or the verb has two objects, one direct and another indirect. And the verb is called an intransitive, a double transitivity verb. Example, je lui donne mon bic. We ask the question, je lui donne quoi? What do I give? The answer is mon bic, my pen. What do I give? The answer is my pen, mon bic. So mon bic here is the direct object. And when we ask the question, je donne mon bic à qui? To whom do I give my pen? The answer is à lui, to him. So à lui here is the complement of the second object, right? But a transitive verb can also have two indirect objects. Then the one that answers to the question à qui will be the complement of the second object, and the one that answers to the question de qui will be the indirect object. For example, je lui parle de mon ami. I tell him about my friend. Now we ask the question, je parle à qui? Who am I talking to? The answer is to him, à lui. So à lui is the complement of the second object. And when we ask the question, je parle de qui? Who am I talking about? The answer is about my friend. So mon ami, de mon ami is the indirect object here, right? So that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video or you learned something more, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share with people and friends who are in it, right? See you next. Ciao.